everybody, it's Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and today I'm going to share with you some fun stamping techniques and show you the beautiful stamp sets for our July collection Into the Blue. We have actually 4 stamp sets this month. There was so much beautiful artwork, I couldn't hold myself back, and we had to create another a la carte stamp set. So let me show you the stamp sets that we have. So I have this one, which is part of the scrapbooking kit, and you can get the scrapbooking kit as a core kit or with the option of the pocket cards, the 12 by 12 papers, or the simple notebook, which is like a traveler's notebook. So that is the only way you can get this stamp, is in one of the scrapbooking kits. And then this stamp set, which has the 2 cute tags, that is part of the creative kit. So that's the only way you can get that stamp set, is in the creative kit. This is the whole thing. And it comes with, also comes with this sea glass little ink cube, which is a beautiful color. I actually used it with my examples. So that is how you get that one. This 4x6 stamp set is our stamp subscription. So if you subscribe to our stamp subscription, this is the beautiful stamp set that you will get. It has this gorgeous octopus and some of the other fun little labels and just kind of sayings in that. This is a really, really fun one as well. I love the little palm trees, but of course the octopus is awesome. And then we have this stamp set. This 4x6 stamp set has these beautiful 2 octopi and some other little fun extras on here. This is not part of any subscription or any kit. This is a standalone extra stamp set and we just have a limited number. Pretty much when it's gone, it's gone. These will be available to subscribers first. If there are any left, then they will be available on the 1st of June, and you can grab them up. So that is how you can get this one. So let's go through. Let me show you the inks that I used. Of course, I always use my black VersaFine. I've got to get some more of that in the store. We are out at the moment. And then the rest are all from the Stamp Market. We have Pacific, and I did order more inks, so I'm hoping we have all of these for in the store as well. The Salmon, the Sea Glass, Lagoon, Navy, and the Coastal. All of those are so, so pretty with this collection. So let's start with these 2 stamps and the scrapbooking stamp set. And these are pretty self-explanatory, just straight up the way that they are. They are great little tags. I stamped them in the sea glass, which you see here, and then I also stamped them in black. So they work great as is. If you want to, you can see here where I did a card and I made it into a little tag. I added the compass on there and then cut it out and turned it into a die cut. So that's a great way to use these is to actually turn them into die cuts, cut them out, and use them as tags. They also would work great in a journal. If you have a travel journal at all, you could stamp one on the top of each page and you put your date and place, and then it marks that date in your travel journal. So they would be perfect for something like that as well. So there's a lot of different uses for those. They're a great size. They're not too tiny, but they're not going to take up a lot of space on your page if you're stamping them in a notebook or in a journal as well. So, and then of course this little guy is from the a la carte stamp set. And then the paper is from the scrapbooking kit. And that just says, just go with the flow. That is on here as well, right here. And I thought that little card turned out really, really cute. And I used the sea glass stamp ink for the compass on that as well. So that's a little example of that. And then you can see what I did here too. I did the same thing with this one. I turned it into a die cut and I added the little crab on there. Super cute. And then then you have this tag, which goes along perfectly with these. So if you wanted to do a whole grouping of them, you could. And this one I turned into a die cut as well and just stamped the Life is Good on there and cut it out. So you just need a nice smooth cardstock, a little bit, it's a little bit of a heavier weight than just like regular copy paper. And actually what I'm going to do, because I talk about this a lot when stamping, that you can stamp on things and cut them out and turn them into die cuts. Starting in August, our scrapbooking kit is going to have a couple of sheets of our cardstock that we put our pattern paper on, but it will be just plain white. Just so that you can do that. So you can use it to make cards if you want, or you can use it to stamp on and make die cuts. I thought it would just be a nice little addition to throw in there so you have a couple of pieces of that handy if you want to do things like that. So let's go back to this stamp set and a couple of ways that you can combine these items. So this one here, I did the summer with the little crab. I added the crab with just about everything on here. So you have the Life is Good with him, Life is Better at the Beach. I think that one's really cute. I put the compass behind him. This one I layered 3 of them. I did the summer and then the Life is Good. That would be a really cute little title technique. And then again with this tag, you can see where you could stamp a number of things in there and leave them as is or cut them out. This one I used the compass with the summer or the Life is a Beach. That turned out really cute as well. Life is Good with the summer, and then just did the Life is Better at the Beach kind of over the summer. But I think these colors are so beautiful, especially with that little bit of the salmon thrown in. I think that's really, really pretty. All right, so then let's go to the stamp subscription stamp set, and that is this one here. So he is beautiful stamped in black. I love him stamped in black. I did that in a couple of different ways. I added the Smooth Sea, Never Made a Skillful Sailor. The Good Eats was really cute. If you're having seafood or something, would be fun to do that. I have him holding the little anchor with the little seashells. But then the other thing that you can do is, and I showed it in a couple places here, if you wanted to layer, like say just the tentacles, you could do that in a lighter color and then add one of these other sayings or emblems or patches, whatever you want to call them, over top of the tentacles, kind of as a background. And I think that looks really nice as well. And I did kind of the same idea using the palm trees. So they work nice next to some of the sayings, but they also work really well stamped in a lighter color and then stamping over top of them, which you can see that I did in a couple of the places as well. And the Good Eats is just kind of cute with just about anything. The little anchor, I did the little anchor with the marine ocean spirit. I think that looks really cute. And then I added the little seashell behind the beach is calling, just to kind of add a little color in that one. So there's a number of different ways that you can layer those as well. But of course, the octopus kind of steals the show because he is beautiful. And I think like I did with this one, what's kind of fun is if you cut him out and you use the tentacles to hold things. So you could stamp that anchor on a separate piece of paper, cut it out, and have it look like he's holding the anchor as well, just to use a little adhesive to raise it up. So lots of fun things in here. Today's forecast, sunscreen and margaritas. I think that's really cute too. And you could do an entire background of just the palm trees would be really pretty. You could stamp the palm trees really light and put journaling over top of it. So a number of different ways that you can use that one. And then we're gonna go on to our separate a la carte stamp set. And these guys are just, part of the reason I had to bring these guys in is a number of years ago, we did a really large octopus stamp, and he has been a favorite. Every time I brought him out and shown him, everybody has asked for that one. So this time I was like, okay, I'm going to do 3 of them, all different, and they turned out beautiful. So this little guy with the fish, I love this little school of fish. There's some bubbles on here, so you can create a whole little scene on there. So you have the fish, and again, remember to mask things. So I did a little masking here and here, so it looks like the school of fish are behind them. Added some of the little bubbles. I put the anchor there, and then there's a tiny little saying on here that says explore more. I thought that was really cute. And then the just go with the flow looks really nice over this one's head. And then this one I added let the adventure begin with a couple of the bubbles, and then a couple of the anchors, and then the let the adventure begin. That's a cute little title. I think this is really, really fun. Would just be, any of these would be fun just stamped in a journal or on a scrapbook page, or if you do memory planning. I ran the little just go with the flow up next to that beautiful seahorse and a little bit of coral, which is just a nice little pop of color. And then the school of fish behind the anchor. And then of course, all of these together, you know, take all of those ideas and you can make a beautiful, between the octopus and the crab and the other octopus and the palm trees, you can make all kinds of great scenes and stuff like that. Would be a lot of fun. The other little anchor there as well. And then I wanted to show you one last thing, how I used a couple of the stamps on a layout. This is using the scrapbook kit with the Simple Daisy notebook add-on. So what I did is I did the same idea of stamping and using it as a die cut. I used this one from the scrapbooking kit and then added the compass over it. And then I just kind of strung that through. I punched a little hole there and turned it again into a die cut and used it as part of my title. And then I carried on that compass over onto the other side, stamping it in the background of the photograph. The other thing I wanted to mention, the stickles that came with the creative kit last month in the June's creative kit, there's a thing of this stickles, which is super fun. It has the glitter in kind of like a glue is the best way to explain it. It is the perfect color match to the sea glass. So these would work really, really fun if you do some stamping and you want to add a little bit of glitter glue dots or accents. Like for instance, on this one, if you wanted to do it on the tail, would really, really be cute. So there's a number of ways that you could use that. You could put a little bit on the compass or even just some dots around things, but it works really, really just a way to stretch your stash and know what's in your stash. This bottle of stickles from the June Let's Go collection, the creative kit, it was in that one. So if you have this, I don't know if we have any in the store anymore. We might have a couple, but it works really, really well with this sea glass color and of course all the colors of the ocean theme we have for this month. So that is a look at everything we have as far as stamping using the Into the Blue kit. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love when you do that. Share this. That's an easy way for you to help spread the word about Cocoa Daisy and let them know that we have some beautiful, beautiful stamps this month.